Recording. Thank you. So now, having done your CV, what is the next thing to do is for you to start application, right? So there are different job sites that you could use for job applications, right? So one of them is the one I'm showing you right now. So which is JobServe, right? So I'm going to share a document that actually shows different websites that you could apply to, right? And also, I'm also going to also share a document about the list of different companies that you can apply to. Some of them, mostly all of them, are actually accepting sponsorship in IT, right? So you can apply to them, just go to their website. So, and yeah, so that's one thing that you can do. So for now, so let's quickly look at this anyway. JobServe, okay? So, and
can
we be muted? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So now for to do this now, if you go to JobServe, I'm going to put that in the chat so that you can follow what I am doing. Just if you have not registered on the site, to register. Okay. So what you just need to do, right? So click in here, then register as a job seeker. Okay. Well, yeah, I would go through that right now. So, okay. And one thing that I'm going to also share another thing. Okay, 1 minute. So let me share this. Okay, so now this is different. Okay, hope you can see that. Okay. Okay, all right, cool. So these are different companies or recruitment agencies that you can apply to, right? So as you can see, so and yeah, there's a typo here anyway in this totaljobs.co.uk, and yeah, so there's some typo at the end, .co.uk. So I think yeah, so yeah, you just kind of go in there. So I think you can just Google them, just put the name there and Google them out, and then go into the place. Yeah. So now let's go to the roles itself. Because when you're applying to these companies or to this using this recruiter, you need to search for different things. Actually, like for instance, as a software tester, you can also be called test engineer or quality assurance tester, QA. So these are the roles that you can apply for anyway as a tester. So yeah, you just need to search for them anyway. So, and as a Scrum Master, you can apply to any of these roles, right? Digital programmer or project manager or agile coach, yeah, or delivery manager, whatever that is. Anyway, you can apply to all of them. And as a BA, I think the list is a long one anyway. So you can apply as a business consultant, system analyst, or system architect, process architect, insight analyst, yeah, or agile business analyst, yeah. So, and yeah, and the same thing applies to a DA also. Yeah, you can apply to all this role. And even maybe I should also say, even for project managers, this also is inclusive. Also, you can apply for this role as a project manager as well. Anyway. And also, yeah, this is another one. As an APM, you can apply for these roles. Okay, I think I skipped data analysis. Yeah. So as a data analyst, yeah, you can apply to any of these roles anyway. So when you're searching, right, you can just search for any of these. So your skill set should be relevant. So with a few tweak and everything, I'll say that should be fine. So then project managers or agile project managers, you can apply for any of these roles with this title. So yeah, having said that, so and in terms of the list of company that you can apply for, so yeah, so we have this list that yeah, you just search for them anyway, go to their career site. So these are the lists that are offering sponsorship in IT. So you can just go in there, apply to them individually, okay? And they do, yeah, once they have an IT role that's related to what you're looking for, and they would kind of sponsor you anyway. So that's one thing I can say. Okay, so then let's go back to the job serve. Okay, all right, 1 minute. So I think I can come from here, right? Okay, let's see. I click on that. So let's go here. Okay, so jobs are first anyway, so that is it. So now let's say we are applying for software tester or QA or blah blah. So a good thing to do is to say QA, and you can use or anyway to combine them together. So that's another thing that you need to know. It's a little trick anyway. So you can say or tester. Or let's look at the list again. So there's automation tester, there is QAT, there's UAT. We can then combine them, or UAT, or QAT, or manual tester. So, okay. And you can remove the country, remove the location rather. So because in this era, a lot of people work from home remotely, so you just leave the location anyway. So yeah, so then I think you can select everyone. Yeah, so that's fine. So leave this one as it is. So that's fine. So then within, if you are starting, I will say, okay, select 7 days as the starting. So in terms of job type, there are permanent contracts and temporary. So for a start, I would say that just apply to any. Don't say, oh, I can't apply to contract because they're looking for senior people, or you are scared, or you think they will sack me. To be honest, permanent is not permanent as well. So because they can sack people in permanent as well, the same way with contract anyway. So, but I would rather say, yeah, apply to as many as possible. Don't limit yourself, whether permanent or contract, apply for them anyway. So, and yeah, click on search, and then boom, then you see number of jobs that you have. Okay, something is wrong here. Okay, so it's saying 0. Okay, let's see why that is. Okay, let's remove that and see. So let's see if that, okay, that is not looking good. Okay, let's just start with one. Let's start with one keyword and see, and see. Let's start with your soon and see. Okay, all right, but I think there should be, let's go to more options. Okay, so I think you can put automation there. I really don't know why the odd is not working, because it does work, to be honest. So, okay, let me put it on now and see if it's going to work. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, but it does work. I don't know why it didn't work before. So, and let's also add, okay, say UAT, QAT. Okay, another thing that the normal use is SDET. Software, yeah. So as that increases, and there's another one added to it. So you can actually use all, maybe because I put capital in it anyway. So, okay. So you can then, what you need to do is click on each one of them. Click on this. So with this, it's quite easy, all right? So, and another thing I can say, if you are new into the business, if you are new into this application, and you can see some of these rows are only looking for 2 years plus in yeah. And if you look at this now, ICEP, of course, you can decide to go and do that. So software development lifecycle, they will have taught you. SQL Server, you can pick that up anyway, but we normally do this within the within the data analyst training. So Team Foundation Server, that's basically Azure DevOps anyway. So that's what it's called before. So you don't need to worry. So once you have Azure DevOps, you've been exposed to TFS anyway. So it is basically the same. I think this requirement is old. Team Foundation Server is basically maybe 10 years ago, actually. So it's one that they kind of changed into Azure DevOps now. So yeah, so as you can see, most of what is there, you can actually do, yeah, adhere to guidelines, which is fine. So working with team members, yeah, delivering initial estimate, test scripts and test cases, yeah, ensuring tidiness and organization, yeah, ensuring, yeah. So basically you can then apply for this role. But one thing I can say for a start, to be honest, you don't even need to apply. You don't need to read the requirement. Just apply to as many roles as possible, right? So that they know they got your CV, right? Once you apply to them, so they can say you are not qualified, even if you're a test manager, apply to them. So what they would do is like they might send a message to you, you're not qualified, but we'll keep your CV. Okay. So as you can see, I'm not even reading anymore. I'm just only doing, okay, all right. Anything that's got tester in it, I am kind of clicking add into my box. So that's what you need to do. Once this one reaches, I think 25 or 20, right? Then you can view the basket and apply at once, right? So everything will be sent, right? So with this, it doesn't take you more than 5 minutes to apply for 25 rows anyway. So I would say that you should use this approach anyway. Every day, I would say try as much as possible to apply to 30 to 50 jobs if you can anyway, because for a start, you want to let them know there's a new BA in town, there's a new Scrum Master in town. Yeah. So, okay, let's quickly look at the other one. Okay. So let's say BA or business analyst. And what is other thing that was mentioned? So where's the BA? No, okay, I think maybe it's at the top. Okay. All right. So, okay, product owner, product manager. Okay. Let's see. Uh, product owner, uh, product. So, so this is quite a lot anyway. So maybe remove the BA because yeah, that might there might be lots of things called BA anyway. Okay, it's still a lot anyway. So as you can see, so okay, we can streamline it to only business analysts, removing the senior roles anyway. But I would advise you to apply for them as well. So there you go. So you have a lot of roles here. So just kind of click on it. So as you can see, everything in there is something that you've done, right? Supporting data and strategy, yeah, and data or machine learning, or what's that, stakeholder management, agile methodology, yeah, Gherkin, check. So, and go to the next one. So now you can see this is saying business and with warehouse background. So technically, even if you work in a warehouse before, this might also be good for you if you have a experience working in a warehouse as a manual labor or something like that. But you can see, so experience with that, challenge internal process, retail experience, identify gaps, which you taught, compare system, yeah, mostly everything in there. So can you just kind of click on what is relevant, right? So even, yeah, all this, yeah, it's really good anyway. So and there you go, there you go. So let's also do for data analyst and see what we have as well. So we got that, yeah. So that is that, yeah. So we can look into that. Okay. All right. So I think, yeah, for now, to be honest, for me, you don't need to worry about the requirements. Yeah. So you just want to ensure that everyone actually gets your CV, right? So, and then they can keep it. And yeah, when there's a role that fits your profile, they can call you later. So that's that. So yeah, as you can see, even there's kind of other roles that are related to testing within data analysis as well. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so next thing, so let's also try one more role before we leave, project manager or PMO, right? So let's try that as well. Project manager. So yeah, you got some project managers role as well. So yeah, so we can click on that. I just want to ensure that we get to 25 anyway, so then we can see what you see. So, and then from here now, it's going to tell me that I've passed 25, that you apply and clear the basket. So yeah, so 1 minute. Okay. All right. So I think that is taking, okay. All right. So when you click on that now, it's going to pop up that error, right? So you have reached 25 jobs, so limit. So and you can click on that and then click on apply. So once you click on that, it's going to ask you to put your email address, yeah, email, select your working status, whatever you have, then upload your CV, and boom, then that means you are able to send the 25 jobs at once. So that shouldn't take more than 5 minutes, even less anyway, for you to apply. So you could also go to the other site as well. So this is Total Jobs. They've kind of revamped anyway. So I'm not sure. Yeah, this kind of look very, very different now. So totaljobs.co.uk. Okay, so and also you have the CV library. So we send the list to you anyway so that you can be able to kind of apply. So yeah, so it's the same anyway. Okay. So yeah, so that is that for now. Any question, we can stop. Yeah, I'll stop sharing the screen. Any question?
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah.
Um, I saw in one of those the DA roles that you showed us, I saw a data science there. Like, is it possible as a data analyst to apply for a data scientist job? Like, I thought it's kind of different, sir.
So, okay, that's a good question, right? So, of course, sometimes it's different, but some recruiters are looking for data analysts, but because they are very, very kind of optimistic, they thought they are looking for data scientists, right? So, the title of the role sometimes doesn't actually kind of do justice to what they're looking for. That's where I would say, even as a data analyst, you can, if you see some data scientist role, you can apply for them as well anyway, because can look at your CV and say, okay, what's the worst that can happen? They said, no, you're not qualified. Do you get it now? So, but some people are actually looking for data analysts instead of data scientists, because data scientists and data analysts, there's a thin line actually between them anyway, right? Because there's something that data analysts would do that data scientists also would do as well. Anyway, but scientists would do more than data analysts anyway. Yeah. Hope that is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. KG, please.
Good evening. Sorry,
Evening.
please. When do we start? When is best time to start applying for jobs? And I think you said you make the table available to us.
Yes.
The
So
list.
yeah, I'll do that anyway. So the best time to start is now, right? Because one thing, I'll share my own experience, right? So, when I came to the UK, right? So a few years ago, many years ago, or a few years ago. So, I came to do MSc. It was a 2 years MSc program on Erasmus. So, and I would never forget what this guy also told me, one of my mentors then, and that was in Edinburgh, right? He said, DG, you think you have a 2 years MSc, and if you are thinking of staying in the UK, right, and you want to work in the UK, this is the best time to start applying, right? So, and even though, to be honest, I started applying early, right, even while I was in school, right? So I got rejection to the extent that I know that I got lots of rejections. But the good thing is that every rejection that I got actually prepared me to look into why, and do I need to do this, do I need to do that, and also look into my CV as well. So even before I finished my MSc, right, I got a role, right? So that's why I'm actually trying to encourage you that, okay, so even if you still have like let's say 2 months on this program, right? So apply now, right, as soon as possible, right? So that one way or the other, even if you get rejection, you have your mentors to help you, right? To say, oh, this is what they said, this is what they said. And you can also bring your CV for reviews. So who knows, there are a lot of people within the program that would get jobs even before they finish anyway. So even maybe I should also say someone on this platform within your set already got a job anyway. So, and yeah, just kind of advise you to start applying now anyway. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Temitope. Yeah, no worries. Temitope.
Hi, DG.
Aye, aye.
In my case, for someone who's on a student visa and the visa is about to expire, waiting for post-study, like maybe in a few months' time, do you advise to apply as well, just wait till the visa is switched to the postgraduate visa?
Okay, I think I just shared my own experience as well. Anyway, I was on a student visa at that time anyway, and I didn't wait until the post-study actually. I know I have post-study, I didn't wait. So it would be good for you to get feedback as soon as possible rather than waiting until the end. So I would say apply, right, as soon as possible, right, so that you can be able to get the feedback. So who knows? You might even get someone that would kind of sponsor you. You still have to wait for post-study. So, but one thing that at that particular time when I was applying, so I tell them, okay, I can work at least for now. I can work 20 hours, but they gave me a lot of rejections. We are not looking for 20 hours. And what that actually did for me was like, okay, you're not looking for 20 hours. Is that the only reason that you are not employing me? And some of them will say yes anyway. So that gives me some confidence that, okay, don't worry, it's a matter of time. So when I finish and I can work full time. So do you get? So some of them will say, oh, you don't have this, you don't have that. Even during the time, I did some certifications as well to improve myself. So I would say, yeah, please apply now. And you might even get someone that would, a company that will sponsor you anyway. Yeah. Is that okay to meet up?
Yeah,
All right.
that's
Cool.
clear.
Last person, Oluwasegun.
Good evening, Deji. Thank you so much for the insights tonight. So I was going to ask a question. I'm a QA, and I was going to ask, do we need to do the ISKB foundation certification first before we start applying for job, or we should keep applying first, and then we'll probably do the certification later on?
Okay. I would say go back to my own experience actually, right? So when I started to apply, I didn't have any certification, right? And nothing at all, right? So, but in the process of application, right, and rejection, and because I have a lot of time, so I did the certification along the line anyway. So I would say apply, and you can then, yeah. But if you can do the certification, yeah, please do it as well. But that won't stop you from applying anyway. So that's one thing I can tell you. Yeah. So start applying and don't wait until you are certified anyway, because the certification only helps your CV, right? It won't actually technically give you the job, but it's really, really good if you are certified, I would say. I've lost count of certification I had in my life anyway. So yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, cool. So thank you everyone. So, and yeah, you can stop recording this. We quickly have a word of encouragement for the people. Yeah. And then we can. So, all right. Do we have the Okay, all right. So I just want to kind of encourage everyone. Yeah, so the work you already started, please don't fret, okay? Look into uh your capability, and you might think you're not able to do it, to be honest. Just go in there and do it as well. So on this platform, right, is a platform that help people to thrive, right? And we believe that you could thrive as well within the roles that you want to do, right? And I know that you believe in yourself. That's why you are here. So ensure that you do what you are here for, and don't look at other people, right? And also, I want to use this opportunity to ask that you do encourage each other, right? And also train. So one thing that I want to say within this sprint, that so you guys should do a brown bag section, right? Brown bag section. Brown bag section, we do the artwork as well. Is when some people will call it lunch and learn, and some people will call it brown bag section. Is when you, as a member of staff, you kind of take one of the lunchtime, and maybe once in a week, you discuss about a particular topic, and or a particular strategy or tool that you want people to learn. Yeah, so please ensure that you also do that within the sprint that you've started. So, and what that would do for you will be, it will help that particular person that is organizing it. So I would say rotate it, okay? Have a volunteer that will say, okay, I want to, even though they taught us how to elicit requirements, I'm going to talk about that, okay? Also, we'll talk about how to Gherkin works and everything as a BA, or you want to talk about joins as a DA. So you could just take a topic and try to kind of go through what your tutor has taught you again. So with that, you are also using your bodies as a interview body, because some of the things that you would chat interviews, what you will say, okay, and then you'll be able to kind of encourage each other. So this is very, very important. So, and also, yeah, I would say that you should also hold some interview sessions as you go along, okay, within your team, so that you can just throw questions at each other, okay. I'll come together and do that. So because of that would boost your confidence anyway. So that is very, very important. So, and I pray that God would favor you, and I pray that God will empower you. God would make his light so his face to shine upon you and prosper you in all your ways in the mighty name of Lord Jesus.